Good morning, grade 8 students. I hope you are doing well. Today we are going to start a new chapter, Chapter 5, Nutrition and Health. Please open your books, page 94, on Activity 2, Food Ration. The objectives of today's video are to explain the importance of food, to classify food according to its function, to define food ration, and to determine the factors that affect the food ration. Eating and drinking are vital necessities for humans. Food forms the source of energy for the cells and ensures the renewal of the materials of the body. Food should satisfy two needs, the energy needs on one hand and the need for materials on the other. Here, we can ask ourselves this question: why does the body need energy and matter? The body needs energy to ensure the continuity of vital functions of the body, for example, cardiac activity. The heart cannot pump blood without energy. Moreover, our immune cells cannot protect us from intruders without the energy that we get from food. In addition to that, the body needs matter such as protein and water. Proteins are building up molecules. They build up our muscles, bones, cells. And water is the most important matter needed by the body because without it, cells would not be able to remove waste, bring in nutrients, or transport oxygen. How did scientists classify food? In Chapter 1, we classified food according to the chemical composition into proteins, carbohydrates, fats, minerals, water, and vitamins. However, we can also classify food according to its function. Humans eat different kinds of food. These kinds vary with the country, region, or family. Despite its diversity, food may be classified according to its function into three major groups: energy food, building food, and functional food. Protein is a building food. Carbohydrates and fats are energy foods. However, food rich in water, minerals, and vitamins is a functional food because it has a function. For example, water is needed for the elimination of wastes and the transport of oxygen. A small note here: protein is considered a building food, however, it can also provide energy. What is food ration? Food ration is the quantity of food that an individual must consume during 24 hours to cover the needs in energy and matter. However, the needs in energy and matter change with age, physical activity, sex, physiological state, and climate. So, the quantity of food that is consumed during 24 hours is the food ration. It changes with several factors. Let's start with the first one, age. So let's see this graph. This graph is showing the variation in the quantity of consumed lipids, proteins, and carbohydrates as a function of age. As we can see that the food ration or the quantity of food consumed increases during childhood from 0 to 18 years, and then the food ration decreases with age during adulthood, 18 and above. The second factor that affects food ration is sex or gender. The energy needs are higher in men. This means that men consume more food than women. So the energy needed by men are much higher than the energy needed by women. The third factor that affects the quantity of food that must be consumed during 24 hours is climate or weather. The food ration increases in hot or cold weather to maintain the body temperature 37 degrees Celsius. The fourth and the most important factor is physical activity. So food ration increases during physical activity, walking, cycling, running, playing football, swimming. Please observe this figure or document C on your books. And let's compare the energy needs of two individuals. The first one sitting at work and the second who is walking. We can see that the energy needs of an individual who is sitting at work is less than that of an individual who is walking. This means that the food ration is affected by physical activity. It increases during physical activity. And the last factor that affects food ration is the physiological state. Physiological state is the state related to the human body. For example, the food ration or the energy needs increase with pregnancy and more during breastfeeding. So, if you want to compare the energy needs of two women, one who is pregnant and the other who is normal, of course, the one who is pregnant needs more energy than the one who is normal. Today's session is finished. Please, I want you to copy the conclusion on your copybook. Please memorize it. Thank you and see you soon.